Hi, my name is Dan Goldberg. I'm with M&R's Technical Services Department. We're here at a shop today to start installation on a brand new M&R Diamondback. The customer took delivery of this press a couple days ago. It was shipped from our facility in a large box truck, tractor trailer, so the customer had to have a forklift rented and on site in order to pick the crates out, set them on the ground, and start the uncrating process. Once that was done, they brought the base of the machine into their shop and they positioned the print heads, arms, and other items neatly around that base so that upon my arrival, I can start the installation process. In addition to having the air compressor placed in the shop, the customers also had the electricity run to the unit, and the electrician has wired power directly to the press. This can be done the day that the technician is on site or prior to the technician's arrival. But if you don't feel comfortable with the press's placement or the placement of any other equipment, feel free to contact our technical service department. We can communicate with you via FaceTime, Skype, even by sending photos back and forth. The key to a successful install is being prepared. Prior to the equipment's shipment, we will send out a pre-installation checklist. This details how to prepare for your equipment delivery. It talks about the forklift rental, what capacity that forklift needs to be, how to have your electricity ready, your air supply ready, and what your responsibilities are. Now, if you have any questions about this process, contact M&R Service Department. We'll walk you through it. It's very important when you receive your new M&R equipment during the unpacking phase to go through all of the boxes and all of the crates. Occasionally, when the items are unpacked, something might be buried that you will definitely need. In this case, we have a squeegee holder that could have been taken out with the box and dumped. So be very careful to go through all the crates and boxes. We have a little skid of bulbs for our quartz flash. Items like this are very costly. They're part of the package that you invested in. So please take the time to go through and pull out all of the parts and organize them for the technician. During the installation of your M&R equipment, the technician will arrive, and sometimes we'll have another tech with us. It just depends on the scope of the job. However, as it says in the pre-installation checklist, the customer is responsible for providing some help. So please have your staff prepared to give us a hand lifting. Some of the components on the machine are heavy and we'll need some assistance. We bring our tools, we're ready to go. However, it is important that you have some help for us. So now that we have the print heads mounted on the machine, I'm mounting the arms. The whole assembly process for the piece of equipment, in this case the Diamondback 9-color, it'll take me about 2 hours to put it all together, get the base level, and then I'll be ready to start the install, okay? The install takes a while. There's a lot of calibration, leveling, and a lot of fine tuning. Don't let anybody tell you how long an installation will take. We may run into a delay here or there, and we're very meticulous about our work. We want this press to operate at its maximum potential for you. It's not a race. The components of this press have been mounted onto the base, and the hardware has been inserted in loosely. So at this point, it allows me to do the final leveling of the machine and allows the customer to do the final placement of the machine in their shop. Keep in mind that in certain areas, there are codes that dictate a piece of machinery must be a certain distance from a wall or a pillar. That's up to the customer in order to know and to make sure that they're in compliance. Service technicians do not make those decisions. Some customers choose to install equipment on a mezzanine level of their shop. We've been asked to do installations in basements of shops and even people's garages. That's fine, but as service technicians, M&R employees, we do not do that placement. That is the responsibility of the customer. The tech can help with suggestions about where the equipment should be to help workflow in the shop. We can't dictate the position, but we can certainly help you make those decisions. When the installation is final at a customer's shop, the service tech will record the information off of the nomenclature on the piece of equipment which has been installed. This nomenclature has model number, serial number, and other pertinent information. The service tech will then enter his report into M&R's database, and you'll be able to always have a running history of the work that was done on this particular piece of equipment if it was done by a factory M&R technician. The other thing that we have to offer is that we have technicians that speak Spanish. So if you happen to have a Spanish-speaking workforce, you can request a Spanish-speaking technician, and that person can come out, do your installation, and train your staff on the workings of the equipment in Spanish. Many of our machines even have touchscreen controllers, what we call HMI, human machine interface, that are available or that can be displayed in foreign languages, Spanish being one of them. So, and then in other parts of the world, we have techs that speak other foreign languages. So that's definitely something that M&R has the capacity to do, is to train your workforce in various languages. As you can see, the preparation for your equipment installation is crucial. It is very important that all of these steps be taken so that when the technician arrives at your location, he can get to work, get your equipment set up, train you properly, so you can start producing and making some money.